Yeah. How about you?
And we're back with Unforgettable Conversations. Season 1, last episode.
Last Airbender.
We're out here. We got Donnie Darko. We got Santiago in the house. He's back. And we have the one and only, the Skipper.
Back from Mex.
Back from Mexico. Gone for a month.
They kicked me out finally. They're like, Alex, go back to your
Skipper's back. Skipper's back. Everybody, round of applause. Round of applause.
I don't know why we're clapping on
Yeah.
top of the clapping.
Thank you, guys.
How was your trip?
It was great. It was good. It was hot out there. It was nice, and it rained as well a couple of days. But for the most part, it was nice. It was worth going. I like going to Mexico. It's cheap.
It is true.
Delicious food, authentic
For sure.
Mexican food.
Non-FDA approved.
Hey, what's
Not
the
FDA approved.
dollar to the peso now right now?
It's still the
conversion?
same, like 20 pesos to
20
the
pesos
dollar.
to the dollar?
Yeah,
Okay.
so and over there it's everything's like super dirt cheap. So
Is gas cheap?
no, it's actually like around the same price as gas here.
Is it still $1 for a pint of ice cream?
No, you could get 2 pints now.
We're gonna have to go to Mex soon.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to hear the story because I don't know, I wasn't there for
Missed
this
out.
story that you guys are talking about a shaman. You guys are talking about, what was it, porcelain teeth or something like that, right?
Tooth gem.
Tooth gem.
Tooth gem
Tooth gem.
and diamond cutter or something like that. And
Something else. Oh,
something else.
The numbers.
The numbers.
A whole lot of numbers mean.
So,
Yeah.
okay, you guys were somewhere earlier. Okay, where does this start at? Okay, I know. Okay, I wasn't there. So who's gonna start this out?
Okay,
'Cause
so
you guys tell me
I'll do
story.
the intro and then you guys can like just jump in and stuff. So we had plans to go to the swap meet and we're like, all right, we're gonna go get breakfast beforehand. So we decided to go to Denny's, but then we're like, oh, you know what? Let's go to Allison's. Or are we not supposed to say a name?
No, we can say Allison's Cafe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, let's go to Allison's Cafe. And so there was a line. There were some people outside, and we're like, all right,
Wait a
we'll just
minute.
wait. Yeah. And then we were waiting outside, and next door there's
Arsenal Comics.
So it's a comic book store, and we're just chilling there. And then the kid, it was just some like, I don't know, teen, maybe 15, 16-year-old
Yeah.
kid, just shows up and then like sits next to us, right?
Well,
And
he rolls up
Yeah.
in a skateboard.
oh yeah, he's
So
on
we're
the
we're
skateboard.
just us three outside talking. Like we tried going in, but it was locked. So we're like, okay, it's not open yet.
oh yeah.
This kid just rolls down with a skateboard.
Sits-
Comes up, says some gibberish.
Oh yeah.
we've
don't know
never
what he's
heard of
saying.
before. But I understood completely what it meant.
Wait, you guys are sitting outside of the restaurant
We're
at
just
that
standing-
bench.
we're
Yeah.
just standing
That
outside.
bench?
We're
Oh.
waiting to get seated.
Yep, just waiting to get seated. We're just standing out there talking about, we're looking at the pictures, looking
Oh,
at
yeah.
all the posters and stuff.
They had
Okay.
like the Justice League Pride.
Yeah, they had they had all kinds of posters and everything. And all of a sudden, this guy just comes in rolling, like he's just rolling downhill, probably past the speed limit, but whatever.
It's all
Comes
right.
up to
This is
us,
a
just
sidewalk.
starts speaking gibberish, but I understood completely
Because
what
he
meant.
speaks
Yeah.
gibberish.
Yeah.
Fluently.
No, okay, I didn't understand what he meant.
Like what did
But-
he say, or what did it sound like?
No, it was yeah.
He's like, because
Close.
It was like the SpongeBob episode with the doodle. What was his name?
Okay, so then he sat down next to you guys.
Yeah,
He actually did sit down.
He
Yeah,
joined our
Okay.
friend group.
Yeah.
right. But right off the bat, he's like kind of like talking, but we don't know if he's talking to himself or to
Right.
us. Danny was just like, "Oh hey, yeah," and then he said something about like, "I'm here to see a Shaman King" or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
understood that, and then we're like, "What?"
We're like Shaman King. He's like Shaman King.
Yeah.
We're like, what's Shaman King? And he looks it up, and then he ended up looking it up, and it was like an anime, right?
Yeah, it was an anime. He was showing.
He's
on
like,
his-
he created Shaman King. Grant, I also don't. Okay, I don't. If you guys could kind of tell what ethnicity he is by this point, but
I want to say he was like
Asian.
he
Filipino.
was Filipino.
Yeah, Asian.
something. Really into anime, But then yeah, so he does that. He says, he created Shaman King, and we're like, oh, okay.
The kid created
No,
he said the guy.
He was saying so. He
the
was
guy that
coming
he wants to go see
Yeah,
at the comic book store.
Yes.
created
Shaman
Shaman
King.
King.
but
which
the
that's
store
what he-
was closed.
Yeah, the
Oh,
store was
At the-
closed.
yeah.
And there was nothing outside saying that anyone from that show would be there today. So
or the hours.
We don't even know.
We don't even know if
he
it would open today.
Yeah.
was legitimately there with the right purpose.
Yeah, bro.
So it was just like, oh, okay. And then right as soon as like we were just chilling, then they're like, oh hey, they called our names, and so we just went inside the restaurant, and then,
Yeah.
and we just kind of left him out there. We're like,
It was kind of
oh.
bad because he was explaining. He's like Shaman King, but like he was about to start explaining, and then we just hear James, and James is like, "Oh, they called this." Like, let's go. We're like, "All right, take care, dude."
You know,
Poor
priorities.
guy, you know. Yeah, we had our priorities
Shaman
today,
King.
you know. Poor
Yeah,
Shaman
so we
King.
went in there, and we're
So
just,
yeah,
we had
but that's
But-
not the end of Shaman King.
Yeah, he comes back. But the weird part was he also was like talking to himself. He would
bring it closer if
he would
Yeah.
talk to himself. Like we'd ask
Yeah.
him like, "Hey, are you talking to us?" And he's like, "Oh no." Like he was
No.
just, so and
Yeah.
he had his phone, but we could see that he clearly wasn't conversating with anyone. He wasn't on like the whole phone call or anything like that. So he was just literally talking out loud. But then it was hard to differentiate because there would be times where he actually was conversing with us. So he
Right.
would like
Oh,
just
okay,
like start talking to us, and then we'd get into like a back and forth with him. It was strange.
Yeah. But then we went inside Allison's,
Yeah.
and we totally forgot about.
Yeah, my
about-
omelet
Forgot,
was way
yeah.
more important than that
Yeah,
conversation.
chilaquiles.
They're
The
good.
biscuits,
Fire. The biscuits, man. Oh man.
the jam.
I really shouldn't. be
jam.
having
The
carbs,
Louisiana sausages were the best thing for me.
Yeah.
And the coffee was alright. It's pricey though.
but I'll tell you
Get a
what,
little bit closer, Alex.
they did not have.
Oh, bring you can bring it closer
Oh,
to your
okay.
face too.
They did not have Coke Zero,
There you go.
Yeah.
which was the only
Testing,
downfall
testing.
because I love Coke Zero.
Coke Zero is pretty good.
But they had Diet Coke, and the waiter that was serving us, he's like, hey, like, what do you guys want to drink or whatever? And I'm like, oh, Coke Zero. He's like, oh, we only have Diet Coke. I'm like, all right. He's like, I can make it zero though. Like, what does
And then
what
he
does that
went
mean?
like
Yeah,
this to
and then
Danny.
he pat my back.
Yeah.
He pat my back and said, I'm a good salesman.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What does
So
that
we
even
don't know what
mean?
kind of
Walked away.
sorcery
I didn't
he's-
even order
They didn't
it.
even get Coke
using.
Zero.
He's like,
I-
come to the back. I'll give
Yeah.
you some Zero.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like I'll fill you up.
Something like that.
What?
He said something along those lines. But
Yeah, but he just left it.
I ended up getting a Coke Zero or a Diet Coke.
And it was so bad that Danny had to not. He
Yeah.
had to look down to
Every
avoid
time
eye
he
Oh,
came
yeah.
contact.
back,
He would
I
look
looked down.
Yeah.
I was ashamed.
Oh, but the second
Yeah.
time
You
he
could've
came
made
back,
eye
we
contact?
were talking about orange juice, and I told the guy, I'm like,
Oh.
"Oh, you guys have orange juice?" And he's like, "Yeah, we have orange juice." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Is it freshly squeezed?" And he's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
with these
hands.
And he goes like
Yeah.
this,
Oh,
It's like
God.
this. He's like with these
Yeah.
hands.
and then he just left, and we're just
His hands
like,
are all dirty.
and we're just like, "Oh, we don't want to know where his
Like,
hands have
yeah,
been."
I'll pass on the orange.
Like, I
juice,
don't know.
Thanks.
I don't
When I
think
think
you
they
get
charge
orange
for a refill. on
Yeah.
orange
or
juice,
everything,
so-
or everything.
Oh yeah, they charge for everything there. It's
Coffee.
expensive. I think
Yeah.
we
Pricey
went
for sure.
one time.
Yeah.
Well, not too long ago, and we left there with like spending like $50.
Yeah,
It's like $25 each.
That's how much
for
we
a
spent. I
restaurant.
I
spent
added
Yeah.
bacon.
$40
It
this time.
cost me $3.
Yeah.
But it was bomb. It was
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not like I will go again like next weekend.
Yeah.
I'll go to
Maybe
Denny's
maybe
next
next
Denny's.
weekend.
Denny's,
Yeah.
the 468 menu. That's my,
Yeah. Or
Ready
you know,
for
you could always
breakfast.
just make food at home.
or that.
Yeah,
but
that too.
I'm too lazy for that.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, so after that, let's talk about going to the mall, and then we'll go back.
Oh
with
yeah,
the
we'll
whole-
bring back. Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
bring back, So we go to the mall, and I wanted to buy a ring. I love rings. I love tungsten. Tungsten metal is the second
Mm.
strongest metal, apparently.
Not strongest, but it's
Durable. The most
it's
durable
the,
metal.
highest heat point.
Oh, the second
Second
highest
highest,
heat, highest like melting point.
Melting
Melting
point. That's what
point.
it is. Yeah.
Tungsten metal, pretty cool. So I was like, oh,
They
let's go. I
use,
wanna
So
they
it's
buy
use
very
tungsten.
durable.
They use
Durable.
tungsten for X-ray machines.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
and for the spaceships too, that go out to like the sun.
Oh yeah, that would make
Because
sense.
spaceships
Because
go to the sun.
I know.
Yeah.
What?
I like how
the
you
sun.
totally disregarded that. Spaceships go to
So
the
so we
sun.
go to the mall. I wanted to go to the mall, and we go to Target. We go to that Native American store. We went to Bed Bath and Beyond. We're just going from store to
The
store.
store that we got your rings. Does anybody understand the weird obsession with what were they?
The
what kind
wolves.
of the wolves? Yeah, like
Wolves, yeah.
everything had a wolf.
Everything had a
like-
wolf in it. Yeah.
Native Americans. They just they worship the wolves.
Yeah.
Do they? Is that?
They're
is that
one
what it
with
is?
The wolf,
nature.
the wolf is their god.
The wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wolf King.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains it.
Yeah, they would be like
Um,
woof to each other.
Wolf, wolf.
Yeah. So should next time we enter is like a salutation, just be like,
Well, we'd all harmonize. We go, ow, yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's like
That sounds like
You
a
sound
chihuahua,
dog.
dude.
So, yeah, straight from Mex.
yeah. We saw Danny and I saw like the weirdest. There's
Yeah.
one that was wearing a headdress. Like,
Yeah, a
there was-
wolf wearing a
wolf.
headdress.
It was on a dream catcher.
I'm
Yeah.
okay.
Like,
I was
I'm
by my
hearing
ring.
echoes from you guys. Try to get pull this thing closer to you? Because all right, can you guys tell the difference between my voice right now and versus this?
Hey there, world.
No, watch. Be quiet for a second. You guys can tell my voice
Said
right
shut
here
up.
Mm-hmm.
versus my voice over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it sounds like for you guys. You guys want to get as close as possible to these mics. Almost like the furthest you want to be is maybe like this far away.
I want to be closer.
You want to be really close.
Yeah.
I could taste the sweat from the last person that used this.
I think that was Jacob.
Oh, okay. I could taste it. I remember his taste. He tastes like Red Bull and coffee.
What are you licking it?
And this is why Alex always takes it too far. He
Yeah,
takes it to like
you take it way too far.
Every single time.
I don't believe I take it too far. I take it.
No,
What?
no. Well, you do take
We
it
can
too
agree
far.
to disagree. That's fine.
You take it very far. We tell you certain things and you just
I don't take it that hard.
Yeah.
I mean, far.
that's one
exactly
example.
what-
That is one example right there.
So back to the wolves.
Exhibit A. Yeah.
Exhibit A. The wolves.
The wolves.
I was buying my rings. I don't know what wolves they were talking about.
fascinating. Like,
Yeah,
there
we
was-
were like, so what are dream catchers?
So
They catch
they're
dreams.
like technically the Native Americans would build these out of like branches and like I'm guessing
What do they do?
they would put feathers on it, string, and they were technically symbolic. They were supposed to put them near wherever they slept because it would catch their dreams. It'd be like a little net, kind of like if you're catching a butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
You're catching your dreams through that, and it's supposed to represent like good luck and whatnot.
Never caught a butterfly.
Exactly. In your dreams, only in your dreams.
Okay.
But what
I
if
thought
you don't
that-
have dreams?
Is that accurate?
Well,
I
he
have no
didn't
idea.
dream it.
No.
Yeah, we should probably Google it.
I'm the
'cause
closest thing to a Native
No,
American.
hold on.
No,
Remember,
you're the closest thing to an animal.
he's the closest thing to a
Pero.
wolf. But here's the thing: he's never had dreams. Remember, he had a dream job that he didn't want
That's true.
because he never had dreams.
Did you listen to our last or a couple podcasts ago?
It was like one of the first
where-
ones. We were talking
Yeah,
about dream jobs, and I said my dream job would be a Formula One.
You
No,
said
a pilot.
a pilot
Or a
and a
pilot.
Formula One
Yeah,
driver, and we asked him like, "Oh, so would you want to do this?" And he's like, "No."
No, it's just my dream job.
It's just
It's his dream job, but he would have.
Because I dream about it all the time, but I don't want to do it.
He didn't understand the objective.
Makes no sense.
But
it's
uh,
counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Very counterintuitive.
yeah. Anyways, so then we went to GameStop. After that,
Mm-hmm.
we went to Journeys, and that was a journey in
Journey to-
itself.
Yeah.
So what it's starting to sound like is you guys just met a whole bunch of random people. Like
Oh yeah, we
weird
were meeting a
people.
bunch of random people. There's like a
It
lot
was
of people
like
in
we
between.
met the
Weird
weirdest
people in life.
people, like,
the weirdest people.
Yeah.
yeah.
besides us, but once we were at Journeys, you guys were looking at the Uggs.
Yeah, I
He
decided
was
to
looking at
surprise my wife and get her a present. She won't see this for another few weeks, so I guess
Oh,
it works
yeah.
out.
That's true.
That's true.
So I got her some UGG slippers. I asked for assistance because, well, at first the girl thought they were for me.
Right.
I do love
Oh, yeah, she did
feminine
say that, but
products.
Right.
I occasionally will use a woman's deodorant
Right.
instead of a man's because that's how I roll.
Or a woman's
And I-
razor because it's
I threw
soft
her
on the
off, and I
skin.
was like, I identify as she and her. How did you know? Is it something about my
Yeah.
appearance?
And then she laughed.
Yeah, she laughed,
She
but I was
nervously because she
clearly
didn't know
being
what-
serious. But then I told her, no, these. I'm just trying to get my wife a present, and she like went through, which ones were the best. So I said, all right, do you have those in a size 8? And she took an extraordinary long amount of
Yeah.
time to find these slippers. So like,
yeah, like they
more-
did not know their inventory at all because they
At all.
went back there.
Yeah, and then I
they
think
were-
another person went back to help her, and we were just like in the store by ourselves.
Yeah.
And there were like 5 workers there. And they
Yeah.
were all- I don't even know if they were actually doing anything or know what to do. It was
Yeah, we
weird.
were thinking like we should just leave. Like,
Yeah,
there's nobody
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna walk out, and then she came back, and I went to check out, and then that's when you guys had the interaction with Tooth Gems.
With
Tooth gems. So
Explain
go ahead,
that
Danny.
story.
You okay.
No, you're,
Well, you talked to her the most.
I was listening to her. I was just like being nice, and
she-
you're the one who
she
initiated
came-
everything.
I did not initiate it. She
You made eye
initiated-
contact
she
with her.
initiated it.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
she
okay.
did.
So
She
is this okay? First off, is this an employee or is this just
An employee,
another
an employee.
Okay, an employee.
Employee.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, at
It's
first
you,
we didn't
one-
know, but after context clues, it,
Yeah.
it seems that she works
She
there.
did work. She
Works.
did come
Works.
from the back.
Yeah.
So I would assume.
Okay,
We
so
can assume she did.
what did she do or why
so she
was
came
she
out from
weird?
the back. You know,
Well,
while
I think first she was telling us about that
the
place
the other place.
like factory outlet,
Deckers.
right?
She came from the
Deckers.
back and she
Yeah.
started talking about Deckers.
Yeah, she started telling us about this place that you could like get stuff for like
Cheaper.
Yeah, way
Yeah,
cheaper.
she was telling us like, oh, I bought these for 160, and later on, like 3 days later, I went to Deckers and I
3
found
days.
them for like
Yeah.
like 1/3 of the price, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could have bought 3 of those for my family, blah blah blah, and I bought a jacket for my dad, and sometimes I wear it myself. She said that.
She
Do you
did-
remember
she
that?
did
She
say-
clearly
She
doesn't
said
know
she
the
So
objective
she was-
of retail.
Yeah, she was
Like,
pretty much
She was saying,
forcing you guys to go to a different store.
Yeah,
she
Kind
was
of,
pretty
yeah.
much
She
like,
was
you can
recommending-
shop
promoting
here.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, she said,
And-
you know, you could buy it here, but maybe it's safe to check over there.
And that's
first.
what okay, and so that's how it kind of started. Because then she
Employee
like
of the month.
then
Employee
she
of the
like
month,
walked away, and Danny and I just like turned to Danny. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think like she's just telling us to like. She's promoting the other store.
Yeah,
instead
she's
of
promoting the
her
other store.
And then that was like whatever,
You know,
And-
so we weren't bagging on her. We were just
Yeah.
saying like, yo, like she just kind of hooked us up. Like she's telling us to go to another store because it's cheaper. You know, so that happened, and then she comes back and she's like, I heard what you guys said. Like kind of like it sounded like she was offended. But then what did she say after that?
And she's like, you probably you're talking about my teeth or
Tooth
something,
gem.
my teeth, and we're like, what? So she had these like glitter things, diamonds.
Think bedazzled, but your teeth.
Well, they kind of actually looked like
She had a
braces.
grill?
They
From
almost
my
did look-
perspective, I
yeah,
thought
they
it was
almost did.
braces.
Grills or braces at
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, but there's
She
I
had a
looked
list,
pretty
but
clearly,
hello.
and they're just gems on like random parts of your teeth.
Randomly.
Random parts,
Not
like,
even doesn't look
not even
nice.
So she
pattern.
did this to herself.
She
Yeah.
did
Yeah,
it to herself.
yeah.
It was
Okay.
actually part of a testimony, which is,
Yes.
is really ironic.
She goes into
She
that.
did say that.
Yeah.
And
Which-
she said like, and I'm one of the first people. Well, I wouldn't say the first, but like I'm bringing it into Ventura or
Hype.
something.
She was hyping
After
it up
she
or
met
whatever.
Jesus,
Right,
3
right.
days prior.
So
she
this
got
is where it got deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the story? I'm really bad with like the story.
Let's
Well,
see.
I was
Which
trying to
story?
check out, so I kind of was hearing everything
Well,
from,
her-
from
I
the
kind
side.
of
Talking
like
about.
didn't like pay too much attention, but she said like, yeah, so like I've had some like rough years or something like that, and she said the first thing that like I remember was that she said that she found Jesus, and I'm like, oh, that's great, you
Yeah.
know, because we're all Christian, and so we were kind of like I started like kind of paying attention, and she was telling us how like she's done stuff in the past and blah blah blah, and then she was going to tell us about like how her whole life has changed around, and she's basically like doing so many things, and she's trying to and then she started saying like about her friend who also is like someone who now like she feels really really happy to have like to be with her, which was the coworker, and then she was talking about another girl who was also saying like
a worker, not a worker, she,
customer,
like, just a customer,
A
that
customer.
just
random
walked in.
customer. Yeah.
Yeah.
walked in, and also like then they became friends, and she was saying like, oh, she's texting me about all like asking me a bunch of questions and blah blah blah, but then I also I wanted to ask her questions because it's not just about me, but it's also about you, blah
Yeah.
blah.
So it all seemed really nice. It all seemed like, oh, this is a really good testimony so far.
Yeah.
And then it got a little weird.
And then it was just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then she was saying something about like,
She saw there was a
Oh, the
a
five,
sign.
the
There was a
five.
sign. There was a sign behind us that said $5 off.
That's how it
your next
started.
Purchase or something. She said, "You see that 5 over there?" We looked back. Yeah. I've been seeing 5s lately, and we're like, okay, like, all right. She's been seeing 5s lately.
You're like, yeah, there's one right
There's
there.
one right there. She's like, the next 5 years, I've been thinking about that. The next 5 years after that, been thinking about that too. Next 10, thinking about that too.
She
And then
was
she
adding
started.
fives?
Yeah, she started adding
Nice.
5s to everything. She showed us her phone.
Really
She's
good
like,
at math, I must
Yeah,
say.
Her phone.
She started saying, lately, I've been seeing 7s, 4s,
ones and
1s,
ones,
6s,
Threes.
and 3s.
threes.
Dude, these are lotto numbers,
Bro,
dude.
I'm not even.
I wanted to tell her that. It's like you should definitely play lotto right now.
She's
It's
like,
the
check
third
this out.
biggest
Look at the
jackpot
time
right now.
Look at the time. What time was it? It was like
11:33.
11:33. She's like, look,
33.
1133. 11. Like we
And
were
then-
supposed to be like, what?
And she had a timer too going.
She had a timer going. She's like, look, I have a timer right now. Look. She screenshotted it 3 times because they were all the numbers that she was seeing.
super
And,
random.
and
then
what
she
was
started
she said
going
something
off.
about like feeling a warmth in her hand.
Yeah.
Oh right,
She
and
was-
she's like before I would have felt like
she could
really
feel the
nervous,
spirit.
but right now like I feel like a lot of weight on my feet, and also my hands right now they're like hurting, but they're also warm, and something about her heart or something
heart,
like that.
yeah.
Like she like she felt
You're
something in
like,
her
I
heart.
think you're describing tiredness.
Like I think you have
actually
a
having
medical condition.
a mild
You have
stroke right
tachycardia.
now?
Yeah, you might be having a mild.
That or you're
Yeah.
really thirsty, you're dehydrated.
Yeah, dehydrated, something.
So it got more awkward. So she's just talking to all three of us. But then I guess I was just being kind and I was acknowledging everything. And I was like, oh, yeah, you know. And I was just kind of like, you know, responding like, you know, subtle questions or I mean answers. I'm like, oh, yeah, gotcha. Oh, okay, that's great. Oh, yeah. And then she like decided to like just focus on me. And then
Right.
she came super close to me. She was like
Yeah.
really awkwardly close. She was inside the bubble.
This is the
I
same
love
girl with the gems on her
Yeah.
teeth.
Gems on
think-
her
yeah.
teeth.
Okay.
Now, after the fact, looking back on it with hindsight, I think what she was trying to do was to observe your teeth to see what gem would go
Yeah.
where. Like
Yeah.
she's like, ooh, maybe a butterfly right there,
Yeah.
and a sparkle
She
diamond
definitely
right
had nice-
there.
yeah,
She was
had a lot of
really
different-
She was
Close
checking your
doors.
teeth out, bro. That's
Yeah.
what she was
Like
doing.
just straight up in your face.
Yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah,
really.
she-
Like they were
like,
sharing
me
the
on Danny.
same
Show me on-
breath.
show me on
Yeah.
Danny.
Well, I
Just
don't
don't
like
kiss.
this angle that we're in right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we're really
Yeah.
in each other's bubbles right now.
Yeah.
But okay, go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah.
It's like this.
Yeah. It was like that
But
close.
standing and like
Standing.
She was talking directly into his ear.
Yeah. But she was shorter, but
Yeah.
you know, but you get the gist.
Okay.
Which I'm like, whatever. And then she said like, oh, and like this morning, my Uber driver, like we were driving it, and I was like looking at license plates, and I was pointing out like 177117771, and then she asked the Uber driver.
I like how he does the accent,
did it
or,
so
or,
good.
or like he makes
Yeah.
it seem like 17711.
That's what she did.
That
though.
actually sounded like a hook, like to a song. Like,
She did.
And then she asked him like, "You see? Do you believe me now?"
See, do you believe me? And that, I
The-
guess the
the
Uber
Uber
driver was
driver's
like,
like,
yeah, yeah, I believe you.
whatever. He's
Yeah.
just
Pulling
trying,
over
trying to get
like,
those
yeah.
5 stars.
Yeah, he's
That's
trying,
what he was
he's trying to
doing.
get
Yeah.
that 5 star and that tip, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to get you to your destiny.
He's like, you know what the tip should be? 57611.
The Uber driver should have said that. And then, and then she was talking about her Instagram, and she's like, "Oh,
yeah.
let me show you something on my Instagram." And she took it out, and like she wasn't able to show me what I don't know. She was gonna show
Well,
me.
no, she was gonna show us something with her Instagram, but it showed the timer, and that's
Oh,
when she
okay.
took the three screenshots.
screenshots?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I always got numbers going. I got numbers. I got numbers in
numbers in my mind.
Numbers going? What does that
I got
even
numbers.
mean?
Because there was a timer just going down, 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 down. She
It's
took
so
like 3
weird, dude.
screenshots. It was,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, so she was a lot.
Yeah.
She was a lot.
And then what else? I don't know. She like
She was hitting on you, dude.
Oh, she was really confused because she was like,
Then it got really
Yeah.
weird.
She talked about mediums.
she talked about mediums. She talked about. She's like, what did she say? She said
About
something
how we
about
all-
me.
Oh yeah,
She's
you
something
like
about
oh
me.
you.
She's like, you got something.
You got a burn
You got
on you, or
something.
you have something like
got something.
You don't have to tell me, but I know like I can
Yeah,
pray
I was
over
like,
your
I
son.
was just like, what the heck? Like, how many
She
numbers do I
looked at
have? I was like, yo, I got a lot of numbers. I'm just saying.
yeah, but she turned
was
to
like,
him and like, yeah, there's something going on with you, but
Yeah.
you know, you don't have to tell
So
me
you
right
don't
now.
have to tell me, but you know. And then what
My
else
hat.
did she
Remember,
say?
she's like,
she
Oh,
said
the
a
last
47.
thing. Yeah.
Apparently
I
it's
see
a
a 4 and a
47.
4 and a 7.
Yeah, she's like, I see a 4-7. I was like, it says NY. I don't-
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like Yankees.
Yeah, I was
Wait, there's a 4.
There is a
yeah,
4
no,
and
I
7.
thought about it after, and I'm like, the brand is 47.
Yeah.
Shout out
She's
47. I
like,
hope you
I
sponsor the
see a
show.
4-7. Oh, on 3-5, and she screenshots. Three screenshots. There we
And then,
go.
and
She
then
takes
she
out a
saw my
calculator.
shoes, and she
It's a
saw
level
the
40.
orange on my shoes, and she's like, "Oh, orange! I love that. It really resonates with
The
me."
orange,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
And then-
everything just was like a thing to her.
And then she
Oh, the
said,
spiritual
it's her-
stuff. Remember?
It's her
She-
spirit
yeah.
animal.
So before she says that, she says, and you know what? Whatever gods you believe in, I'll pray with you on those gods.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be my God. It doesn't have to be this God.
Your
it could
God.
be your God. It could be whatever God you want to believe in.
Or whatever you believe
Yeah,
in.
yeah. And
whatever
if you
you
don't
believe-
believe in a god, she's
If you
like,
don't
"We can
believe
pray
in
to
God,
yourself."
We could pray to yourself. We could pray to, you know.
She
So
was
that's
talking
when we were
about
like-
spirituality, about numbers,
Yeah.
about palm reading. The what was it? Not the witchcraft, but like the
The medium.
Okay,
mediums.
hold on. This is like probably like a girl dyed her hair. She's white, maybe heavy set.
Why does weight factor into this?
James, let's just be honest.
Let's be honest. Come on.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Am I
but
not
still,
wrong?
you
You
know?
know?
No, like,
Yeah.
I don't
May-
even know.
maybe
Would
wearing
she be
camel
like possibly
pants.
Hispanic?
She looked Hispanic.
yeah,
I'd say,
Hispanic, but you
okay,
know.
so I was wrong.
No, I mean,
Yeah, you know.
she's like whitewashed.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but she's been like a Mexican short chick.
yeah.
Not, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She had like long eyelashes. I think she might have been wearing those like fake contacts that make your eyes like
Her
change
favorite
color.
number was 3,
Yeah.
for sure. Of all the numbers she thought of. Yeah.
And then 3 guys showed up.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh.
Dang.
Didn't even think about that one.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I would have messed it up if I would have shown up.
Yeah.
because
She probably wouldn't have talked to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why she came up.
Yeah,
to you
but it
guys.
was
It's very
crazy.
interesting.
And then at the
Yeah.
end, she ended up saying, I'm into that spiritual,
S
Oh.
stuff.
shift.
So
Oh,
that's
good.
the thing that threw us off. That we thought it was like, oh, she has a testimony. She became Christian. She has found God.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, towards the end, she's like talking about like, oh, pawn reading, numbers,
Mediums.
Yeah.
Crazy
spirituality.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, cool. It was just though. Yeah.
So
it
you
was
can
off.
imagine, like, when we left, we were just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Like, where did
I'm
all
like-
these...
And she felt super comfortable with
Right,
it.
yeah.
Super like it's like we could have asked her like, oh, what's your blood type? She would have told us. Oh, where do you live? Oh, here, this is my address. I felt like that's how it would have been.
She's like, oh yeah, we can leave all together right
Well,
now too.
her and him
I'm on my
made-
break.
Her and him made a real connection.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Why?
wanted Alex to follow her.
yeah.
And DM
Really?
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Oh,
so.
to follow her on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because she took out her phone, and then these fools don't have Instagram.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm the only one
Well,
that.
he's
We
married.
were silent the whole time. We
Off
Did-
the
did
You guys
grid.
were rude.
Did you follow her,
Off
Alex?
the grid.
No.
Did she follow
Don't
you?
lie. Let
Yeah.
me see your phone.
She followed you. You followed her, didn't you?
Alex is like, we're actually having a conversation right now.
Let's continue.
Alex is like, I'm about to go.
like-
She's gonna read my palm later.
Her username is
Wait, it's
her,
one,
gonna have-
4, 5, 3. Oh my
her,
gosh.
her username is toothgems333.
Oh, wow.
My real concern is if Jackie likes these Uggs or not, because
Oh, yeah.
I never want to go back.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
That's true.
Too bad.
She sends you back. She's like, you gotta go return them. I wanted them in beige, and you got me black ones.
I show up 3 days later.
At 3 p.m.
At 3 p.m.
and she's there.
Oh, and then
and she's there.
afterwards we went. Where was that place we got the drinks?
Oh,
You got the-
wait.
Those are nasty, man.
You got the Pico de Gallo smoothie.
Okay, before you guys get
Yeah, man.
before you guys get into that story, I gotta tell you guys, I was waiting for one last element to be like, this is like just crazy, weird people in general.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna tell you a story about a coworker of mine, or a coworker of mine a while back. I don't work with him anymore. So, we're doing this project, and we're installing a gas line, and besides the fact of doing the entire job, like halfway through the project, we're pretty much almost like getting close to finishing up, and we're gonna be taking breaks soon. And right before that, he starts like acting weird. He's like talking to himself, and I'm like, I mean, I kind of have known this guy for a while, so I'm like, what's going on? I asked him like, hey, what's going on? It seemed like you're getting upset. And he didn't get on the phone or anything like that. And then after that, he got on the phone. He's like, no, I'm fine. He gets on the phone, starts arguing with his wife,
Ooh.
and
Been
I
there
guess no, he comes back to me, and like this entire time, this guy is just like technically above me as far as like
'Cause you're
the
supervisor.
hierarchy. No, not my supervisor, but he's like a lead technician type of
before.
deal.
Okay.
So he's got seniority over me,
Right.
and I'm supposed to listen to whatever he says. And the entire time, he's got more experience than me. He knows what he's doing out here in the projects that we're doing, and he tells me this, and I think he got a little bit comfortable with me because he tells me that he got off the phone with his wife, and he's like, I got so upset with my wife because she forgot to take the crystals out. And I'm like, is that like the name of your dog or something? What didn't? What do you mean crystals? He's like, no, dude, come on, dude, you don't know what happened last night? And I'm like, no, like, did something happen in the news? Like, what went down? Was there a shooting or something? He's like, no, the full moon. And I'm like, what? He's like, dude, my moon crystals. I didn't get my moon
gosh.
crystals powered
By the moon.
by the moon, and now my mojo's good.
His energy is off.
It's all off, dude. It's all. I'm not even gonna have a good day. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna enjoy my food. I'm like, okay, this just got weird.
So there
And
is
then-
lunar energy.
Then he goes on to explain the different
Crystals.
like crystals,
Yeah.
their meaning, and then he said that he recommended one to me. I don't even remember what it was called, but he's like, you
Sapphire.
need this one. Yeah, it was probably sapphire.
I could see
you
it.
need.
Yeah.
I could see it in you. Like you need this sapphire
sapphire.
crystal, and I was just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah. and he just kept getting like weirder and weirder. And he showed me a picture, dude. He spent like $300 on like this giant one that's the size of like
A watermelon.
a watermelon practically.
Oh my god.
I'm like, you bought that?
Yeah,
He's like,
ripped
yeah.
off.
I bought it off of Craigslist.
Oh,
I met up with the guy, and then I picked it up. He had it in his trunk,
Yeah.
wrapped around.
hey, I made
In
a lot of
white
money that day.
Danny's like, hey, I found this crystal.
Yeah, it was actually a watermelon.
But no, dude, that's what I was waiting for, like the crystal talk to come in.
Oh, yeah.
My question is,
That
how
would've
many
been
of
great.
these crystals does it take to bring Krillin back?
7.
The
7,
magic
6, 5,
balls.
4, 3, 2, 1.
How many spheres were there?
There's
10.
10.
Yeah.
10, yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
Dragon
Dragon
Ball
Ball
Z.
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 He's too
I
little.
never got into it.
Mm.
Never got into it.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we'll
Wow.
go home.
Just kidding. I guess you can stay.
Yeah, okay.
The
But yeah.
crystals.
Yeah.
The crystals.
Yeah, I get my power every day. Right here.
What's that?
That's crystal sand.
But it's still crystals. I
sand?
ground them up and then I put them in here.
Yeah.
And then this is how I power.
Dude, this is cocaine, dude. He literally just dabs it.
It's my cooking story.
No,
So what did you guys have for lunch that day?
Well, he didn't eat. I was like,
yeah, poor guy, dude.
poor guy didn't eat.
Poor guy,
Too
dude.
distraught.
He didn't have his
He
lunar
was,
rocks.
he was
dude.
not in the zone. So what was going on with the next thing you guys were talking about?
So we
Oh,
go get.
it actually lights up.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. It glows in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes in
Oh.
the dark.
That's 10 pesos.
That's dope.
In
That's 10
TJ.
pesos.
Where'd you actually get that from?
Like a camping store, or I think at the naval base.
Why is only the why only the tip lights?
Oh no, it has to be the whole thing, but it needs a lot of like
Oh,
sunlight
gotcha.
or like strong power light to actually like kind of make it.
The power of the moon.
What is it like bioluminescent? Kind of.
Yeah, bioluminescent.
No, that's kind of like the algae.
Oh, that's algae. Yeah.
Just luminescent.
Luminescent. There you go.
Okay, so after what part were we at?
Oh,
We were
after
parched.
Journeys.
Journeys.
We were
After
parched.
that,
we needed
you know?
some hydration.
Oh, we were at the juice store. You guys want to talk about?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
juice
yeah.
store?
We're,
Okay.
So we leave Journeys
and go.
and we go. To
Oh, we're just cracking up about
Yeah.
bedazzled teeth.
the experience that we just had. We're
So
like,
so for those who don't know, these guys are just talking about one day.
this is one.
Oh,
this is
weird
today.
This is like
Today,
several
today,
hours.
2 hours
This
ago.
was- yeah.
It was like
this
2
was-
hours ago that they ran into
you know.
all these people.
So after
store.
Journeys, which is a shoe store, we go to get something to drink. Right?
Yeah, we were thirsty. James did it. He wanted Starbucks, and we wanted
We're
to
like,
try out
you know,
this
let's
juice store.
try out the juice or whatever. We get there, and I'm telling Alex, I'm like, dude, you gotta try the banana juice. The banana juice is actually really, really good there, and I still stand by it.
Okay.
It's really good.
I'll have to try it out.
But I knew their juices were good already, but they had like smoothies and other stuff. I'm like, oh, let's try a smoothie. So I tried something called like a mango spice.
It's spicy.
Smoothie?
Picante.
It's-
Mango smoothie.
Oh,
It had like,
picante
it had like,
smoothie.
Yeah, it was
it had like picante, the
Picante
picante
smoothie,
smoothie. Yeah.
yeah.
So it had mango. It had a spice, which I'm guessing was like
Like
chili,
chamoy.
and then chamoy. So I was thinking it was like a what is it, mangoneada or what's
Like
it
a
called?
mangoniada.
Mangoneada or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, okay, it's gonna be like that. What'd you get?
I got like the water
Cucumber
fresca,
juice,
the pepino con limon, so cucumber with lemon, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll try it out. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I want to add some like spice to it. I just
Yeah.
or like I wanted the rim to be chamoy, and
Yeah.
then I would just drink it like that, right?
Right.
That's what I wanted. And
Right.
somehow for my drink, they put everything together
Yeah.
inside, like the water.
All
they put
inside.
the spicy and the
See,
tahini.
and I
So-
think you know what? That's what he said. He asked you. He's like, "Do you want it inside or outside?" And then you were making fun of him because
Oh.
he said, "You're like, why would I want it outside?"
like I thought like outside.
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
Alex.
So you messed.
I
up
messed
your
up my
drink.
drink.
But no, your drink
It was
without
so-
that, it's though.
the cucumber
it tastes,
tastes
okay.
nasty.
So his tasted like toilet water.
It was-
Yeah.
Like
it was
not even
bad.
joking. Like you taste it and you're like, it's all right.
Or the cucumber
No,
was just
it's not.
bad. Like
And
This
Well-
is disgusting. You get that aftertaste.
What was the price point on the toilet water? Let's just let everybody know.
oh yeah, how much was it?
$7.50 or like
Ooh.
yeah. It was not. It
It's
was
a
a waste.
Starbucks. That's an
That's free
expensive
over there.
Starbucks drink.
This-
I know.
this
I got
was
toilet water over
three.
there.
Yeah,
$3.85.
Oh, wow.
Three.
Three.
This is like the same.
three guys.
$3 right here.
Yeah.
I should have bought that. I should have bought either Starbucks.
Yeah.
Well, eventually I bought the.
And yours,
Red Bull.
Danny?
Bro, Mingos, if you don't know this, there's a bathroom right behind you guys. That toilet water is free.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Gratis.
Yeah.
Right behind you guys.
Anyways,
water's actually shut off.
Mine. So mine. Let me tell you what mine tasted like.
Oh gosh.
Mine tasted like a little bit of throw up.
Oh.
Tell the
and
consistency too. It
was it
wasn't.
warm?
It wasn't.
It was chunky.
It was chunky.
It was chunky.
And it was hard to
So
suck.
It was. It wasn't.
For the
It
straw.
wasn't
It was
really. It wasn't
Hard
really
to
smoothie like. It wasn't really smooth. You know, like a smoothie's supposed
Yeah.
to be smooth. This one was chunky. Like I'd slurp it up and it'd be like.
It was
you
hard.
know? It was really chunky. Yeah.
Like
It would go great on
like-
birria.
but it
though.
was
Like
nasty.
if
It
like
wasn't
it
like,
had
dude,
pulp.
Throw it on some carnitas or some birria. it
You could
would be
marinate
bomb.
raw steak with it,
Yeah.
basically.
You could kill an animal with it
Yeah.
just by feeding
It almost killed
yeah.
me.
Yeah, dude. I took like a sip and I was like, dude, I can't babysit this. Like, this is just really
Yeah.
disgusting.
So we both threw our
So we
drinks
both threw our
away.
drinks away.
Dang, dude.
That's
you
how
guys were
bad they
making
were.
fun of the guy. That's why.
That's about
Yeah.
Shaman King.
Well, and the worst part with Alex's, it was a little misleading because like
Yeah.
at first you take a sip of it and
And
it's
it's delicious.
delicious.
Yeah,
But
refreshing.
then
aftertaste.
there's like this nasty aftertaste.
Yeah,
And I was just like, I can't do it. I threw it away.
tasted like dirty water.
$7
Yeah,
bucks
exactly.
in a trash can.
Dang.
$8 in the trash can. Yeah.
Yours was 8?
Mine was $8.50.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we went to the comic
Wait,
book store.
Was this from Island Squeeze?
No,
No, no.
Okay,
There-
because that place is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's what we were talking about.
We
We should have gone
Yeah.
there instead of the place.
Wait, this
the
was
one
that
ups-
taco place, right?
No, it's you
No.
know where the upstairs the food
It's where
court's
Ben
at
and Jerry's used to be.
in front of the little playground.
Oh yeah, dude. That's that place. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not.
Have you gotten
it's
the
not
Have you gotten the waters from there? Just
I
like a
don't even-
banana.
No.
Have you tried it?
No.
Okay, you gotta try the
I don't like
banana.
it.
Just water,
I wouldn't try.
or
banana
just
one.
don't try anything. You know, yeah.
Just
Don't
immediately
risk it.
regret,
Don't
yeah.
risk it.
Don't risk it.
Don't risk it.
Then we went to the comic book store real quick.
Yeah.
Bought some comics.
One of the comics.
The Amazing Spider-Man, Go Down Swinging, edition 800. Came out 2 years ago.
Nice.
Noise. Got a copy for myself, and then Danny
Yep.
bought Joel a copy.
And then
Thank
we
you, sir.
went to we went to Target.
Then we started going
And
back
this
to
is
Target.
this is the crazy part.
Crazy part. We're walking right, and we're gonna go to the Starbucks at the end of like by the entrance. We're
Right.
like, oh, we're gonna get Starbucks now or Monsters, or Red Bulls. I mean, and so we're just walking, and I was the first one to spot him. I'm like, oh, and I kind of like I was kind of in shock because I was like, is that who I think it is? It's freaking Shaman King, dude.
Shaman King.
Yeah,
Shaman
Shaman
King's
King's
back.
back.
He's back.
He's back.
But we're like a
Back
block
with a
away
vengeance.
from.
But here's the thing, okay? So Alex recognized him. I didn't see him at first. He walked up to us.
Yeah.
Legit walks up to us, kind of speed walks up. Shows us his phone. It's Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And says, "How about you?"
That's all he said. That's the first
Like
thing he
nothing
said.
else. He
What
says
does that
nothing
even
else,
mean?
but just comes
How
up.
about you?
He's strun. He's walking towards us. How about you? And I'm just like,
And this
"Oh,
is
what's
this
up,
is just
dude?"
a little Filipino kid.
little
Yeah.
Filipino kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Walks up, how about you? And we're like, "Oh, what's up, dude?" And then this guy's
I-
like, "Is that Pokemon Go?" And we're just, yeah.
I think I asked him about the Shaman King, right? I was
Yeah,
like, did
yeah,
you
yeah,
see the
yeah.
Shaman King? And he's like,
How do you?
He's like,
how'd you know?
How'd you
How'd you
know?
know?
Yeah. So
He didn't even
immediately,
remember he met you
No,
guys?
you didn't remember us. or
think of
remember
this
anything.
guy's thought process, okay? He walks up to a couple strangers, says, "How about you?" but doesn't recognize that he already talked to them a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
You know? Like, why
Super
would
random. Like
we thought, okay, he walked up to
recognized
us
us.
because he recognized us.
you guys.
No, this guy just walked up to a couple strangers and
Yeah.
said, "How about you?"
Yeah.
showing us his
Showing it-
phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go.
And we started talking like, oh, did you see the Shaman King, or
Yeah.
were you able to find the Shaman King?
How'd
He's
you
like,
know?
how would you know? And then he like kind of then, like he kind
He
of
realized, like, this is
realized-
crazy. These
yeah,
guys are
the-
crazy.
he thought
he
we were
realized
crazy.
we
Yeah.
were crazy.
He thought you guys were crazy.
Yeah.
Not him going up to someone.
No,
yeah, no,
random.
he saw us as crazy guys.
Yeah.
He immediately started to walk away.
And
Before that,
James
James
tried to
went
do a
for like
fist
a
bump.
bump,
Yeah,
he went for a
like,
bump.
come on, Shaman King, bro, like, all
absolutely
day.
disrespected, just like
Yeah.
totally phased.
And
like,
Shaman King just walked away.
like,
Dang, so he
watch,
left you
like if
hanging?
he's trying to bump me.
Yeah.
So this was, I'm gonna reenact it for you guys. So go ahead. He's gonna bump me, and I'm just
Yeah.
just walks away.
Turns
Just
and walks away.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Left
No.
James hanging.
Pobrecito.
Left James hanging. Yeah.
That was funny.
You know,
I shed a few tears, but I'm better now.
he's better now.
Cried in the car.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was for the most part. That was our day.
The majority of the day?
Then
Yeah.
we got the Red Bulls and came here. and-
Shaman King.
You
And
guys took
Bedazzled.
forever. You guys were supposed to be here at like
Well,
12:30.
We got caught up with Tooth Gems. I mean, that was
Tooth
what,
Gems
like,
took a while.
She took
10,
her-
15
she
minutes?
took- yeah, she was talking.
Yeah,
to us
Shaman
forever.
King took a bit.
She wasn't good at making a point. Like there was no.
Yeah, I don't.
Clear.
I don't feel like I
The
left with
numbers-
anything. If
Yeah,
anything,
like-
I left with more questions than answers. I
Maybe you think that's what she was trying to do?
Oh.
She was trying to
That's-
get you
that's
to
follow her on
To
Instagram
follow her on
and be
Instagram
like,
so she
and
can
here we
explain.
are talking about her.
Ooh.
she got us.
Yeah.
She got you.
She got us.
Gotcha.
Tooth gems. Don't look them up.
Don't look him up.
And she's like, "Oh, my IG is IDCK."
Oh, now you're just plugging her in.
Yeah.
Now people are gonna
not
follow
that.
her.
It's not that. It's not that. It's something similar.
That's yours. That's your side
That's
one.
That's his.
That's your Instagram.
Mine's Terrasauce 333.
7133.
Oh, no.
7133.
1133.
Mason,
What are the numbers?
I know, and then we
Oh,
looked up
yeah.
the little meme. Mason,
Yeah.
what do the numbers mean? For all the Call of
Black
Duty
Ops,
people.
yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty much it.
That was a good day.
That was today.
It was funny. You missed out on a lot. You missed out on a lot.
Honestly, I don't feel like I missed it.
You missed out.
You
You
did
should have
miss
been
out.
there.
It was an
We told you
experience.
There was a couple
to meet
different
up
things
at
that
the
I'm just
house
like,
Kinda
at
had to-
11.
kinda had to be
We
there,
told
though.
you.
I was getting the place ready.
At 11?
I was setting up everything.
Well,
You
we were
said you
setting
were
up
up
the
till
walls
6.
and the doors, and you don't even have a door here.
I set up that door, the new one, the curtain.
Oh my god!
Hey, it works because the AC.
Because you can't hear
Um,
the people outside.
You can't hear. Well, I'm pretty sure they can hear the construction that's going on the, across the street. That's the only thing that sucks.
How long did it take you to put that up?
About an hour.
An hour for 4 thumbtacks. An hour
No,
for
it took me like 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Five
Not even-
minutes.
not even 5
That would have
minutes.
taken me
That
one
took me
minute.
like a minute
You
or
could've-
2 minutes.
you could've
like-
made it.
Yeah. No, but I was cleaning everything else and taking care of everything downstairs.
Mm. Oh, yeah. So that was pretty much it, you know. Shaman King.
Yeah.
Mm.
We also met that other guy right out here too. I forgot. I just
Oh,
remembered.
yeah. We met a
Steven.
guy outside. you
Steven.
know. Was
Oh,
he,
yeah,
Was
that-
he, was
okay,
He homeless?
I'm pretty sure.
I saw
He's
him.
homeless?
First
Yeah.
thing I said was like, should like is that like I don't think he like lives
Oh,
here.
yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
said. And I mean,
No, he said belongs
I
here.
won't say
This
what
was
I
here?
I won't say what I said.
This was
in
here?
front of his
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
place in front of like right
Yeah,
here
so-
in the property, like in the
Okay.
parking lot where we park.
Yeah. I won't say exactly what I said, but I said something along the lines like, "Bro, that's messed up." Like, bro, that's kind of jacked up.
Why?
You know?
What
Yeah.
happened?
But I knew I was right. Like
Yeah.
I was 99.99%
Well,
sure. Like I don't think he lives here because I said I'm like he
You
doesn't.
said belongs. belongs.
Yeah, he said belongs here.
This guy doesn't belong
like he's not
here.
from this place, you know. Like he shouldn't be here because
He
he's
looked
not
like a
from
homeless
here,
or
you know?
what?
He looked like a homeless.
Yeah.
You know, looked a certain way.
He
and-
wandered
was-
into the
because
property.
we're a little
being
tattered.
honest.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he had a long day at work. We don't know.
We parked
Yeah.
our we parked my truck and then we get out and then he was saying I don't know what
He
he was
asked
saying.
us if we. I don't know why he thought we had chips. Like,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
very adamant on us having chips. He's like, y'all don't
Chips,
have like chips or
Strawberries.
nothing. I could have?"
What else did he ask for? Yeah, ice cream. I think.
Yeah, he
said.
just
said
wanted a
food.
snack.
He
Like,
wanted to
usually, if you're homeless, like you're asking for anything. This guy
Yeah.
was really picky.
Yeah,
was-
he
like,
really
very
wanted
specific.
chips
Yeah.
or ice cream.
Yeah.
eat money. Someone's
You want
phone.
one?
Yeah. Someone's phone's going on.
Not mine.
You can hear
No, that was my phone.
that?
Oh.
Wow.
It's your wife.
Oh.
Oh,
Just FaceTiming me.
she
Oh.
FaceTimed me too.
Answer
Oh.
answer the call.
Put her live.
Let her live. She doesn't
Put her
know
live
about
real
the.
quick.
she
Hey, we're
was-
doing a podcast.
I understand, but this is an emergency.
Yeah,
Well,
she
it's
got
gonna
the
come out
news.
in the podcast.
We need to switch on.
Okay, what am I supposed to do?
As Danny present.
Danny, do you have the keys to the Tahoe?
So it's all no.
Hey, babe.
No. There's James.
My dad should have.
Jonah.
it.
Jonah.
Whoop whoop.
You're coming out on the
I'll see
podcast.
Jonas.
Shout out to Jackie
Yeah.
for being crazy.
First time
Give,
guest.
And
give it up
first
to
time
Jax.
guest.
That's my wife.
Amigos. Give it up to Jax.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's
Say
her. There you
All
go.
right.
All right. Click on
All
it.
right. Bye.
I love you.
Let her go. We're out.
You don't have to lie.
She was a special guest.
Special
James,
feature.
you can be honest. You don't have to say those kind of words in here.
Guys,
Those kind of
311.
Oh,
Oh
my
my gosh.
goodness.
311.
It's
It's
311.
311. We're going to have to end the podcast soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go get some chips.
Yeah. And strawberries and ice cream.
All right.
Yeah.
A great way to finish the podcast is to, I don't know, let's do something special.
You guys want to hold hands?
No.
I kind of do.
Sensual massages all around.
What if I massage your back, you massage his, and then you massage mine? No, nobody's massaging his.
No one's massaging mine.
Oh man.
All right, let's come up
Something
with a
special.
little tradition so we can
Everybody's
end it.
hands in. You know,
Everyone's hands in.
Bromigos on 3.
Bromigos on 3.
Bromigos.
Bedazzle team.
Bedazzle team.
How did you know?
Tooth jam.
Tooth jam.
Tooth jam on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Camelone.
Camelone.
Actually, how about you promote your cologne?
Oh,
Yeah.
guys. Okay, Bromigos.
For those of you guys that don't know, Danny's gonna be promoting his cologne.
Mm-hmm.
Danny,
It's coming out in 2050.
Dude, you're not gonna make it till then.
It's called Camelone. If you guys haven't seen the
Camelone.
what podcast was that?
Zombie
I think it was
Zombie Apocalypse.
episode
7, right?
7.
Episode 6 or 7. Zombie Apocalypse. Make sure to check that one out. That's one of my favorite
Yeah,
ones.
see, I saw that podcast. He's not gonna make it on the.
I'm gonna make it, dude.
Oh, the zombie
The
apocalypse.
tools,
Yeah.
The
tools
Bible alone.
Bible,
the Bible
straw,
alone, dude.
On
Camelone.
God.
That thing is sharper than a two-edged sword. I'll tell you that right
Yeah.
now.
Preach
man.
it.
So
I'm
hello.
gonna smack you with mine.
So,
yeah, it worked.
Yeah, so I got Camelone, you know. So
Camelone.
if you want to stay fresh and stay hidden, you know, Camelone by Dolce Gabbana.
That's actually a good
you
slogan.
know,
Stay
so
fresh and stay hidden.
Stay fresh, stay hidden. Okay. You know, coming December.
Danny's life.
Coming winter of 2050.
For those of you,
Winter.
for those of you guys that don't know what it smells like, just imagine bleach and Clorox.
Yeah.
It's the same thing though.
That's why
Clorox makes
Bleach and Clorox.
bleach
yeah.
and Clorox.
And a little bit of
With
pine.
No, wait,
Clorox
what's
is
the-
a brand.
No, it's
Fabuloso.
Fabuloso.
Yeah,
Yes,
throw
I
in a
was gonna say
little
Fabuloso.
Fabuloso.
It's pine sol and fabuloso.
Fabuloso with
Fabuloso.
pine
Yeah.
and a little bit of
You
grass.
sprinkle the foca.
Yeah.
The
foca.
A little
the
bit of
foca,
foca in
what is
there,
it, the
yeah.
the
detergent?
detergent, but it's
Yeah.
the powder.
The powder detergent.
Some foca.
Yeah.
Some
The
foca.
first whiff knocks you out, but when you come back to,
Uh-huh.
you're
Oh,
all
you're
good.
hidden. You're hidden.
You're hidden.
You're hidden. You might see a couple things, but you're hidden.
All right, Alex. Give us a little bit of a. Danny promoted his cologne.
And what am I gonna promote?
Yourself.
Oh, I got myself to promote.
He's like, I'm single, still single.
Single.
Still single.
Ready to mingle.
Still single.
What am I gonna promote? All I have to say is I don't know. I'm glad to be back. Oh, I was on a month-long vacation. Actually, it was 5 weeks.
That's
It
long.
was 5 weeks.
Yeah,
5 weeks?
5 weeks.
No wonder
That's a
we
lot of
didn't see
time.
you.
I still have one more week.
How many days is that?
How many days is that?
35.
That's
5
that's
weeks.
1133.
35.
33.
Weeks?
1133.
1 3.
Weeks. How many years is that?
A lot. I don't know. Yeah.
It's like 0.4 of a year.
Okay, James, give me one of your crazy stories because I know a lot of people like your crazy stories.
You got
That
crazy stories.
your Christmas prank, your Israeli soldier,
Mhm.
your streaking. We need to hear one more. One of
Okay,
your- one of your
I have
crazy-
a really good one.
The fact that
just
you were
came
able
in.
to come off that.
Yeah,
so
well, I was gonna promote.
He's
the
like,
power
let's
of
have a
three.
nice
Think about it the
Tuesday.
whole-
the power of 3.
I was
there
gonna
you
promote the Power of 3, but
Yeah.
I'll do a crazy story. But
Okay.
you know, 3 months ago.
There you go.
No,
There you
so
go.
this is post 9/11 America.
Oh well,
So,
we're there.
You know,
okay?
like
So
this is
right
like
now.
2002, 2003. I was like,
Okay,
in
right
middle
after.
right
school.
after.
Right
Oh,
after.
gotcha.
Things
I was
are
like
still-
8
You
years
know,
Things are
old.
still,
Al Qaeda,
you know.
Al Qaeda going strong.
Al-Qaeda.
Osama still
all right.
hiding. You know,
Right.
like
Those
me
are
and
the
my
days.
friend who he was actually Sri Lankan, but he looked like he could be Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern.
Mm.
And we decided, because you know it was what's the Patriot Act where they could like tap your phones and all that stuff like
Oh,
that,
right.
like the government's been watching.
Snowden.
Yeah.
So we wanted to see like how well the government is at doing their job. So we actually spent, I want to say, a good like 7 to 8 month period planning and plotting our own terrorist attack.
Oh,
And we were very meticulous. So we're 13-year-old kids.
You know what? I don't know.
I don't know. It's too far.
This is
no,
we
no,
need
we're
to
gonna-
stop this now.
FBI, CIA is gonna be coming. They're already knocking on the door.
Well, that's the thumbnail. So
That's the thumbnail. Yeah.
you know.
I think we'll put a
James, you're
bookmark on
a
that.
white male,
Yes.
tatted up.
Yeah.
She just fit the profile.
Yep.
You wear
Yeah.
glasses and you look like a.
And my friend's name was
Depressed.
Shanith Samarasekara.
That's
so Osama bin Laden, Shanit
Yeah.
Samarasekera,
He's getting
They don't
arrested
sound
either
like
way.
that.
But
Don't
so we
say that
literally
again.
were.
At that point, it doesn't matter what he's doing. He's getting
Yeah.
arrested.
He's getting
You know?
arrested.
Yeah, we're literally on the phone every day after school. Mind you, we're in like 7th grade, so
Dude.
like we're like we did not have the means for this. That's probably why the FBI paid us no
Right.
attention.
Right.
But we literally would every single day like pick up where we left off. Like we were talking about what materials we were gonna buy. We were talking about where and when and what we were gonna do, and we did it for a very long period. And,
Okay.
you know,
What were you guys gonna do, or what were you?
No, we shouldn't be talking about this.
yeah.
We're not going to give ideas, nor are we going
that's
to.
classified.
Okay, yeah,
You
never
know,
mind.
here's
I
the
don't
crazy.
wanna-
Here's the crazy part. So this went pretty far. I was sure he was gonna make this worse. Like I was sure he was gonna find a way to make this worse.
Yeah, knowing Alex.
It's still not over,
Yeah,
right?
but thank God he calmed it down. Okay,
Yeah.
but that's a good story.
yeah.
That is
Well,
a good story. You
Yeah,
guys
those
were
are the days
in-
for sure.
You were 7
Well,
years
for-
old.
okay.
Oh,
No,
no,
we
you
were
were
in like the 7th grade.
I'm sure
We were in
seventh
like
grade.
the third-
Okay.
I'm
Not
sure,
for
but
us.
I
So
can't.
13.
I can't do it.
And you guys planned this for
Not
how
for
long?
us.
like 7 to
It was
8
bad
months.
days for
We
us.
plotted a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
7 to 8 months he planned.
And every
this.
day,
Oh, my
like we,
goodness.
and it wasn't like it would just be like a quick conversation. We were literally on the phone for hours every single day after school, talking about how we were gonna take out.
this movie.
Like,
When was
But it was a
Columbine?
joke,
2007,
Yeah.
right?
no, this was like 2003.
This
so-
was
No,
a
which one
joke,
was
though,
it?
right?
Oh yeah, no,
Columbine
it was
was
just to see like
It was just
I was
a-
waiting for the FBI to come knocking at my
Oh,
door and like
gosh.
we wanted to see the Patriot Act. Like, is the
Right,
government really on top of it? Are they really like
So they
listening
were.
to our
So they
conversations?
failed?
Yeah,
Did they fail?
our government failed.
Oh man.
Just
you
like
know
how,
of.
Okay. Okay.
FBI, if you're watching, nah, I'm
One
not
of
gonna-
10. 1 to 10. How far did you guys go?
Oh,
Like,
like-
as far as like pushing the envelope. 1 to 10.
I would say like at least an 8 because
Oh my
I mean like
Oh my.
we were talking about casualties and like
Oh my God.
Let me just ask you this: you don't own a gun right now, right?
no
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Don't
Don't answer that. You know what? I'm gonna
Plead the
have to
fifth.
end this.
Yeah,
Plead the
let-
fifth.
Plead the fifth.
We're gonna plead the fifth now.
1, 2, 3,
Uh,
4, 5.
Yeah.
Oh, remember
There's
the,
so many.
Oh, that happened last
There's
night.
so
Happened
many
last
amendments to
night.
the Constitution, but I plead the.
All right.
I don't
We're
know
gonna-
what
What about
that
you,
is.
Joel?
I don't
Say-
even know
say
what that
last
was
words?
either.
That's-
As the host
Yeah.
As the host,
and the hostess.
thank you for everybody that has been tuning in, listening to the podcast. We
To all
finished
the
season
bromigos
1.
and bromigas.
We finished season 1.
Sorry, I just want to clap.
Alex is clapping on top of that.
Sorry, I'm an usher.
He
So.
loves-
And
clap.
I want to thank our sponsor,
Sponsors.
our one and only sponsor, Copper
Camelone.
Rose Plumbing.
Milwaukee.
Oh, I thought it was Camelot.
Oh.
No.
Camelone.
Camelone is going to be
Mark Antonio
hopefully
Consulting
sponsored.
Inc.
I think I already have the what's it called? Like you gave me a little test.
Yeah, I gave you a little
Test-
test.
test
Yeah,
strip?
yeah.
Test,
How's
yeah.
it smell?
Oh,
Like dirt.
like,
I
like
smell
bleach,
better.
like a wet rag.
like bleach. Like
like I haven't showered in 3 days. Yeah.
smells like
oh, that's
pool.
me actually.
yeah.
Chlorine.
Oh, wrong hand. Oh, it smells great. Definitely recommended, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Stay fresh,
Yeah.
stay hidden.
Go watch our stuff. Like, subscribe. Keep watching. Stay tuned for
Season 2.
season 2 coming out probably next Tuesday.
Next season.
Nah, I get it. We're gonna have more crazy stories.
More crazy James stories.
James is gonna be telling us more.
About his
I think
plot.
that's pretty crazy.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly, this is all
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Honestly,
He just-
I did not
That's
expect that.
that went far. That
Yeah,
went
I'll
pretty
tell you
far.
what.
I'm not surprised. He's white.
We're
so-
not surprised. But I was
well,
not expecting.
Yeah, I
you
wasn't
know.
expecting that either. I was thinking like, oh yeah, I said like a car on fire type of deal.
Yeah,
Not like,
like,
oh,
oh,
yeah, I
yeah,
went
yeah,
against
yeah.
the U.S. government.
Yeah.
Go
All
out with
right.
a bang, you know.
So, let's finish it off. Everybody say bye.
Adios.
Season 2 coming soon.
Au revoir.
Tune in. Sorry about the construction
Sayonara.
outside. We'll see you guys soon.
Goodbye.